Hello YouTube, so today I want to talk about pain, in particular the differences and similarities between physical pain and emotional pain. If you're human, and I assume that you are human, then you've probably experienced some level of physical pain throughout your life, probably ranging from a bump or a bruise all the way up to surgery. And if you have experienced this physical pain, then you do know that there are different levels of pain. First, the shock and surprise you get at receiving the pain for the first time, then a gradual dullness or numbing of the pain. And then there are different levels such as pain that is constant for a while but doesn't really stop you from doing anything. If you are anything like me, you probably find that the more dull but consistent pain is more annoying than the sudden shock or agony of fast pain. The reason this annoys me is because pain is there to tell you that something is wrong with your body. This, of course, is extremely useful for the shock or surprise pain, say when you twist your ankle or you bump your arm or you're bleeding from somewhere. You can isolate the pain, find where the problem is on your body, and fix that problem. However, with the dull, aching pain, say for a headache or a migraine or maybe indigestion or even the after effects of a surgery, you can't really do anything about it because nothing's really the problem. With indigestion or just normal headaches or migraines, you can only really take painkillers for it. Your body's telling you something's wrong, but it keeps on telling you something's wrong over and over again, thereby making it more annoying. So you think to yourself, well, maybe it would be better if I didn't have pain receptors at all. That is actually a very rare condition called congenital insensitivity to pain, which means you cannot feel pain at all. And this is very, very dangerous, especially in young children. I know for myself, I was usually running into walls, falling off beds, smashing my head into a lot of things. And I would immediately go running to my parents or scream out in pain because I was bleeding from my head. Young children who have congenital insensitivity to pain don't know that they're injured, and most of the time they die. So pain is important. Well, physical pain at least. It lets you isolate that something's wrong with your body. You can find where that something's wrong and fix it. But for the dull, consistent pain that may come after a surgery for a few weeks, or a headache or migraine you might get because you've been watching YouTube videos for too long, you can't really isolate that problem and fix it. You kind of just have to deal with it. And this kind of leads me to emotional pain. Chemically, emotional pain is basically the same as physical pain. Physical pain is chemicals or receptors in your body telling you that something is wrong with your body. And emotional pain is kind of the same way. They may be triggered by different things. You might be hurting after a breakup or someone in your family has died. But if you cut it down to the chemicals, it's basically just your body reacting to different things in the environment. And if you're anything like me, most of the time, emotional pain is a lot worse than physical pain. And the reason is because we can't definitively isolate where something is wrong. We just know that something is. We may know that the breakup has caused this pain, but usually emotional pain may be tears coming from your face or an uneasiness in your stomach or chest region, but you can't really define or isolate it to fix it. So how do you deal with these sudden surprises and shocks of emotional pain that is your body saying, hey, something's wrong, you're hurting, or you're sad, or there may be a big issue here? With physical pain, you can usually just take painkillers or you go to the hospital to get it fixed. And yes, to certain extents, with emotional pain, you can do this too. You can go see counselors or psychologists or whatever, but that doesn't work all of the time, especially with severe cases of depression or anxiety. Your body is telling you something's wrong, but it's not as easy to deal with as physical pain. Having been through it many times myself, honestly, the easiest way is to talk it out with other people. And if you think about it, this actually kind of makes sense. For physical pain, you go to a doctor, you tell them where it's hurting or what's happening, and they give you a remedy. Take that remedy and you feel better. With emotional pain, you can't define it or isolate it, but you can talk about it. And by talking about it, you may be able to define it, or the other person may be able to sympathize and help you figure it out and understand where these issues are coming from. In that way, emotional pain is a lot like physical pain. In both cases, you need to reach out and ask someone for help. Also, in both cases, you can self-medicate. But most of the time, self-medication doesn't work as much as seeking the proper help. You may be able to bandage up your arm or leg pretty well, but a doctor is going to be able to do it better. You may be able to deal with your heartbreak and loss or depression on your own, but friends, family can help you get through it easier. There is one question that is raised though. It is widely agreed upon that physical pain is there for our body's own safety, to let us know that something wrong has happened. But what about emotional pain? If we could rid ourselves of those feelings of loss or anxiety or even severe depression in some cases, would we be better off? Would it be better to not feel emotional pain at all? I have my opinions, but I'm more interested to hear yours. Let the discussion continue below in the comments, and you'll see me next week. Don't forget to be awesome, and remember to seek help if you need it.